Hello, and welcome to another sort of crazy bit of videos here. The actual reason I'm doing this on a Saturday, it's not going to be a long play. I'm just going to play some blitz. Haven't been playing particularly great at blitz recently, but it's to answer a query from a friend of mine down in Brighton, who was wondering. Well, he basically said he's been playing the Dutch, and he's been struggling against the London system. So he's been playing, the Dutch as black, so e6 and f5. We all know what the Dutch is, if you know me. And he's been struggling against the London system, d4 and bishop to f4. So I thought I'd try to play some games, and hopefully I'm going to face the London system. Now, it might not happen. The London system seems to be quite popular here, so it might occur, but I want to show you a very good setup against the London system. That's one of the aims, but I will put a link below if I do get a London system, so you can go straight to that game. In the meantime, I'm just gonna kick around and play some blitz. So well, I guess the personal aim of this little stream is to get my rating, you've seen me do this before, up to 2500. So this is what I'm going to try to do, and I'm playing against another Brit here by the looks of it, with that flag there. So I'm going to play the London system, why not? And I'm going to go for my normal setup, which you've seen me do numerous times before. I don't really know this move, a6. Is he going to go b5 or maybe? And the good thing about the London system is all these moves I'm playing are generally very easy to play. You don't need to think about things too much. I guess I've got to watch out for e5. Can he play it here even? That might have been a little bit slack, because I just realised my bishop could be in some danger there. Okay, he didn't go for it. Maybe he could have played e5. That may have been a much better move for my opponent. And this knight over here is a standard idea to get rid of the bishop, but it's also quite dangerous for black. As you can see, I will open up that file there. Let's move in the center. Why not? e4, because my opponent's played quite a sort of slow setup, so I'm gonna try to come through the center a little bit here, and now maybe try to break with d5 or e5. In this position. Well, it's like a French defense now. I'm quite happy to get this. I think my opponent has quite a dubious position here, to be honest. This bishop is terrible. It's a terrible piece for my opponent, and will he be able to get that in the game? He's going to have to go like a5 and b5 and bishop a6 to get that guy in the game. On the meantime, of course, he can't castle, because I'm going to swing in with my queen. So what should I be playing? Well, I think I can castle anyway, because it seems like probably the action is going to happen over on this side. The other thing is to push my g-pawn up the board. So maybe this is not so bad for him. Okay, let's castle. I've got to remember, this is not a 15-minute game, is it? No, quick. It's a pity castling, because I give up the h-file. But I think if he castle, I'm still going to have some targets with my queen coming in. I think I need my rooks connected so I can do a little bit of mischief. We all like a little bit of mischief, don't we? On the c-file. Okay. Well, I'm now going to plan to go g3, king g2, rook over to this square. But my opponent's playing well. He's found a typical idea from the French defense here to put pressure here, so it's probably just a balanced position at the moment. And well, I'm thinking I've got to try to get a knight into one of these two squares. Should I move in now? The other idea is to go rook. No, let's get in. Let's move in. I mean, the e5 is the one move I'm really trying to stop, so maybe I'm going to have to go for this move. I don't want him to play e5, because then his bishop comes to life. So I'm going to try to do this. And if I get one more move, f4, my position's looking fantastic. So actually, this still looks pretty good for me, doesn't it? I've got this lovely bishop. I say lovely bishop. This is nearly always a good piece in the French defense for white. Compare this bishop to the dead piece on c8, which is stuck behind all of its own warriors. That's why knight coming into here is a good move, because it will stop his e-pawn from moving and I kill the bishop for the rest of the game. Yeah, this is bloody good, isn't it? This is what we want. Okay, so I think he has to do that. And now both of his bishops are crap. So that's what we want to see. And I think I'll go f4 next just to consolidate. So my opponent is trying to get a little bit of bid for freedom by doing a pawn sacrifice here. But I don't think this should overly worry me. If I can just keep control. And this is an important move. I kill that bishop then. And next move I want to go bishop e4. And this of course looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? So am I going to fall for any tactics? Rook here. I have to be a little bit careful. There might be a little tactic there. I'm going to secure my knight first. If I went bishop e4, he might have gone rook takes c5. So I'm going to prepare that one. And now we can get it in. And that looks bloody good to me. Okay, so, well, cheers, mate. Thanks, mate. I'll take that one. And there we go. So I don't know. Like I said, the point of this video, I'm hoping to get London system. You can't predict what your opponent will play, and my opponent has had enough there. Let's have a look who he is, because I know obviously most of the British guys. Let's see. Any name? No name. No name. But a lot of people saying quite nasty things about him there. Oh, he is playing again. Right. Okay. So we're not going to get a London system. Let's go for Tigers Modern, which is the next DVD we're going to release for GingerGM. It's getting there. We're just taking so long with the editing, because the problem is I have to personally view all the video, and I've got other stuff going on, and then I have to come back with my suggested basically changes that need to be done. Then it needs to go back, it needs to be edited again, and it just goes backwards and forwards, because we want to try to make all our videos as good as possible, of course. So that's why there's sometimes this a long delay with the production, but I think it's better to have something good than some half-assed video, which I hope you agree with. Okay, so I don't really know the setup my opponent's played here, but I'm just playing normal looking moves, and I'm now going to try and get some initiative going on this area of the board, and my opponent is going to try and get some initiative on this area. Pretty normal stuff here. So let's throw that one in, just try to open up the B file. I don't mind if I lose that pawn particularly, because I might well get the first attack in, as I'm trying to do here, and I'm even not worried if I lose that pawn, because I'm going to have these two files to attack on. And the idea of me bringing the knight here, obviously I'm trying to bring my knight to this square or this square. I mean, he can't take on a5 anyway, because I have bishop e2, which is a very strong move, releasing the rook against his queen and threatening to win a piece. So I mean, this looks like a great position to me. Okay, so he's gone here. Is he really going to take their knight here? Well, maybe that's his intention, but if queen here, is he going to do some little tactic like knight takes there? It seems a little bit artificial for him, but I'm not sure how I'm going to prove that here. I've got queen f3, f6 as well, but then I leave that one on pre. So knight here takes, and then this one is hit. But can I go queen there? Takes. See, it's getting a little bit tactical. You know what? I don't know. I'm just going to go here, and now put my knight this way around. I don't know if that probably wasn't the best idea. It's a bit negative what I just did there, but this should, well, I thought I had that one covered, to be honest. I was going to say this should be a very good compensation for me anyway, but having a piece, I don't really need any compensation, do I? And oh, didn't actually mean to go there. I actually meant to go elsewhere, but let's get all my pieces lined up against this one. I actually had bishop takes d5 there, didn't I? Was probably an even stronger move in the position. And am I missing any easier tactics? I don't know. Maybe there's an easier way of doing this. My position's so good anyway. As long as I don't lose on time, things are very bad for my opponent. He's probably gonna have to go into some dodgy ending, and as long as I don't blunder here, I'll stop his pawns from moving with this one, and this of course should be good, but I still got to win it. And now this pawn's in a bit of trouble, and my time is terrible as always. Bloody hell, Williams. Okay, right, shut up and play. That was a poker book, that was. Yeah, this is actually not as good as I thought. Okay, right. So I have to go quiet. You know how slow I am if you've been watching my videos. When I get to this this moment in my games, and I'm really not that convinced about my position at all anymore. Actually, flipping heck, I've thrown this away, haven't I? Which is okay, right? Come on, don't mess up. Got to give up the bishop, I feel. Got to do this, and I've got to try to do something. My time is terrible. My opponent just playing on my clock here, and that seems to be doing well. Check. What am I doing? Well, of course this is a draw, but we'll see how gentlemanly my opponent is in a second. And well, of course I might even be winning now, but no, of course he won't take a draw. Hate scumbags like this. I hate scumbags like this. Really, really annoying, you know. And that'll be the last time I play this guy. I mean, come on. I mean, I could actually, in a normal game, take a draw here. But no, this guy's a scumbag. So, fuck you. Sorry, my language is bad there. But won't be playing him again. I just don't see the point. I mean, I know winning on time is something I do sometimes myself. But when you're in an ending and your opponent has no winning chances, if there was an arbiter, I could have claimed a draw there just by calling the arbiter over. Okay, I'm playing him again. So let's just crush him now. Okay, I'll crush him in the next 4 games. But obviously, this guy is no gentleman at all. So we're going to teach him a lesson now on how to play chess, because clearly his chess moves are pretty crap, to be honest. I mean, he doesn't really understand how to play the game that well. But hey ho, he's quick, and it is blitz chess. So let's teach him a lesson. He's got the Williams angry, and like I mentioned, again, his moves just seem to be tricky, but they are not particularly great moves. I mean, maybe I'm even winning somehow already here, but we'll just play this. My one idea is to get my knight to b5 and come in here. Very simple idea. And how's he going to stop that? He's put his queen on a place opposite my rook. Obviously doesn't know the rules about not bringing the queen out early, so I don't see any reason why I shouldn't dive into c7 now. And this is looking surely pretty terrible. Okay, and here, well, I've got a couple of moves to do this. I think I'm actually going to not even grab his rook here. I'm just going to try to keep my bind on his position. I mean, maybe it's not as clear as I first thought, but let's just get all my pieces out. I'm going to aim to attack this one as well now and develop. So get the knight into g5. Maybe this knight can come around. My opponent, of course, is just going for some cheap tricks. This seems to be his speciality. And, well, you can have a pawn with check if he wants. He seems to like moving his queen, doesn't he? Like some 6-year-old who's just learned how to play chess. No, I'm not angry about that last game, am I? Okay, no, of course, I'm being a little bit harsh on him. And he'll probably see me at the next tournament and tell me that. And then a fight will break out. And, yeah, and hopefully he's not. Okay, yep, there he goes. He's found another check. Well done, sir. You do like finding your Pat's check moves. Well done. I say I commend you on your queen adventures. Clearly you're a man of great queen skills. And that's actually checkmate there, isn't it? That threat. Knight takes f7. That'd be quite a nice checkmate. Now where's he going to move his queen now? Place your bets. Okay, right. Well, let's just put this guy, and he's got to come over here. And now, well, I could take that one, but well, I can't take that one actually, can I? Let's keep chasing his queen. How many times can he move this guy? But how do I break through here? It's not. I'm still trying to find that breakthrough move. Maybe I need to get my pawn up to this square. He's actually maybe threatening to take my pawn there. So I'll just move my bishop away, and I'm not going to lose on time. So I've got to go. I'm going to go quicker here. This is just one. It'd be horrible to lose on time again here, and I think I just want to put my pawn here. He can't really move any of his pieces, so he's going for exchanges. And now I'm just always trying to think of the best way. Well, let's get the rook to the open file. He'll probably go f5. Oh, he's threatening. He's threatening some stuff. Wow, he's got threaten. Cheeky little thing. Okay, he's got a check, but he shouldn't really be doing damage with two pieces. This queen's bloody annoying, actually. I'm kind of regretting allowing that queen to run around the way it has. But okay, I think I'm still safe here with my king coming to this square. Well, let's just do my plan. But then he's gonna take this, and okay, I'm gonna go with my plan. Thinking he can take there and move his bishop there then, but hopefully I've got something against f7. So I need to. I want to open up the thing so I can just get my bishop to a5. This is like my main idea. If I can get my bishop to a5, not there. What are you doing? God, my hand. I really need to get like a proper mouse. Well, my mouse is like the best mouse I can get, but I think it's too big for my hand. My hand's quite big, but they as you know, you can. Okay, he's moved. Okay, he's moved. All right, I didn't realise he's moved. Let's continue, shall we, with this move and continue my plan. Right. Well, okie doke. Going for complications. Oh, he's got a check, hasn't he? Well, we don't care about check. 31 seconds. God, am I going to lose again in time? In a very good position here is obviously the move he wants to play, but I'm not going to let this guy win again. Surely open him up as much as I can. Like I say, I'm not a fan of this guy's moves at all, but he is quick is the way this guy plays. So, and I might be losing on time again, which is a real fucker. So really annoying. Fuck a duck. He probably. God, what am I doing here? What was that move? Put that in your pipe and smoke it, man. Yeah, that's what he gets. I may have missed a mate in one there, but you know what? That was so much more satisfying winning like that. You know, especially after he literally like this guy. You know, when you play these random move generators, they basically, you just have to go a bit random yourself. Even though you can outplay them. And I expect his real ELO rating is probably about 2100 there, I think, from the way that goes. Okay, so let's see if we can get any more games going on. I'm still trying to get my London system in, and of course my opponent doesn't want to play anymore there. He's had enough. So I'll give it a little bit more time with this quick video. I don't think I'm going to get my London system, am I, today? It's just not going to happen. Maybe I'll show you while we wait for a game. Let me just pull up well, I'll show you on this board, shall I? Why not? What a great setup is in the London system. Okay, we've got another game now, so hopefully This opponent will play the London system. I'm going to stick with Tiger's perk. Now, how many points? I'm 26 points away from 2,500, which of course is my other aim. Oh, Lucy. Lucy's giving the H pawn a punt. Good on you, Lucy. You obviously know the skills of the Harry. Good work, Lucy, throwing that H pawn up the board. So what are we going to do here? Well, I was wondering about this one. I was hoping some tactics with this move will work, but I've just realised that they don't work because queen takes. And I sort of realised that as I was talking, and I'm going to be a piece down here. Queen takes actually pins the pawn to my bishop, which means I've just dropped a piece from some rather shoddy calculation there. Harry was used in a grand fashion against me there, and I paid the price of neglecting Harry there. Okay, right, and now just queen takes d6. I might have to throw this one away. I mean, I'll play in a little bit because it's opposite side castling, so I guess you've always got some half chances here. You know, if I can get a rook to c8, maybe sack over here, something desperate like that. Well, this is probably not a great move, but when you've got a bad position anyway, you might as well take risks. And if I somehow open up a line, okay, well now is he going to go queen a3? She found queen a3. I have to keep the queens on the board. When you material down, you've got to try to keep material, you know, pieces on the board, trying to complicate things a little bit, but I feel that my opponent is doing all the right kind of things here to put me in a bad position and forcing me back somewhat. So, okay, is this bad playing on here? I don't think so. Not when it's opposite side. We still, you don't win games by resigning, do you? And you know, okay, she wants to come in here. Might as well get my rooks on all the open files. You know, if I get b5, b4 in, get my pawn over there, which obviously has now been stooped. Then there's something. It's a little bit messy. So we keep punting a little bit, but my opponent played well in this game. Maybe I should have even gone rook. Okay, and now really trying to get those pieces on the board. And well, I can't blame her. Actually, maybe after knight there, I will resign. After knight. No, okay, she hasn't played it. So well, it kind of seems like it may be coming. This knight in here. God, get away from me! Get away from me! Okay, I've stopped the knight coming there, so I'm only a piece down still. What is this random rubbish, eh? What is this random rubbish? Oh, you have a threat. That's not very pleasant, is it? Well, let's allow you to do that, and hope for, you know, a little bit of. There's a little bit of danger over here. You know, that is checkmate if you let me do that. And I've got Harry. You had Harry. I've got Harry coming at you. You know, if you take on e8, that's checkmate. We like a good checkmate, do we not? Have I managed to get this a little bit more like ooh-ah? Okay, my opponent has now played a very good move, actually. Very good move. And decided to simplify into an ending rather than get checkmated. And that is normally a good idea, isn't it? But there's more hope here than there was, which is good. If I can, at least the one thing about my position is I've got these pawns on. Well, my opponent had pawns on dark squares, so I could at least target them. And now Harry is coming. Harry is coming, dear friend. Here comes Harry, and you know. This is not like a walk in the park now. Ah, clever. There's a little. Oh, that's nasty. I mean, I kind of feel like I should be doing. That's a good move. That one takes check here. That's a good move. That's an annoying move. I now have to play something a bit naff like this, which is a really passive move. Maybe I should have dealt with that pawn before pushing Harry, but I just wanted to get Harry in there. And well, I mean, I still got some chances here, haven't I? Because you know, this one is very annoying. 2 squares from queening. And I was a piece down. So, okay, and now what's happening here? Well, should be winning for my opponent, I'm assuming. Got to take that one before it queens. But if I get my pawn here and my bishop to this square, maybe it's not so easy. And I've also got my king coming in. So, of course, well, my opponent gets the king here in time. This is an issue. Okay, well, we're not going to give up now, are we? Get my king over here. Let's try that. King to h3. Some potential still. Weird ending, this one. Very strange. You know, in actual fact, this is the kind of position where am I even better? Some fluky way. Can I be better here? Well, I don't think so. It should always be a draw because oh, I got bishop takes a3, haven't I? Bishop takes c3 in some positions. So this is a little bit tough for my opponent. Of course, you know, I don't think I really deserve this at all. In one little bit, but hey ho. And now, well, I'm going to take this one because the other way was probably an easy draw. And this could also be an easy draw, actually, which, well, my opponent could play on a bit, I suppose. I think I should be able to hold this as long as I don't bloody do it on time again. Don't win on time, please. Don't do that to me. I get so annoyed with these people doing that to me. Please don't try to win on time. Why is it? Why? What's going on this Saturday? Why? Oh, thank you. At least, see, that is a gentlewoman. I was going to say gentleman, realised that I wasn't actually playing a man, I was playing a woman. But that was gentle, that was the way people should behave. Not trying to flag you, you know, right at the end. It's okay to flag people when there's still pieces on the board and stuff going on, but not right at the end. I think there's that fine line. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you disagree, and maybe you're shouting at me now, saying, how can you say that, Simon? You're the fool. Well, it wouldn't be the first time. But I think when you get to an ending, and literally it's a dead draw, or there's no way your opponent can dream of winning, then I think in those situations you just have to offer a draw. I mean, it's only blitz. It's not like we're playing for money or anything, is it? And I know I've done some dirty flagging before. Yes, I have. I'm going to admit to it. You know, I have been known to do a bit of dirty flagging. But in general, come on, in general, you just gotta be like, you know, be a little bit respectful. Okay, well, we've got a King's Gambit. Still haven't been able to play this line against the London system, and is that a crafty move? The knight coming into that square. H3, knight here. Oh, here. Well, I got rook here, but then that's interesting. Here, knight G3. Can I then take on H7? What the hell is going on there? I think I'm going to go for this one. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do because I'm probably going to have to sacrifice material. But I'm relying on some attack here. I'm thinking knight G3. I haven't really calculated this. I'm pretty lazy calculations today, to be honest. Knight G3. I'm thinking if I go rook E1, then rook takes E3 and bishop C5 is good. So knight here. I'll take the bishop. Knight takes here. And then maybe I'm just talking crap, actually. Yeah, I think I'm just talking crap. This is actually a load of rubbish, to be honest. This is not a particularly brilliant sacrificial idea I've come up with here at all. Okay, I'm going to keep this bishop for now. And I'm hoping, well, I'm still hoping that something's going to happen over here, but my hope is dwindling at this moment. I don't know. This is all right. This is all right. I got pawn on d5. My opponent didn't take the rook, so it's all right. It's all right, isn't it? Do I get the knight out? Yes, we do. And it's a pity I didn't get any tactics with this going. I couldn't see how I could get that to work. I might even have to sort of swap off to an ending now. Boo! Not sure what my opponent's thinking here. I think actually there was a message a minute ago saying my opponent had disconnected, so hence why. Oh, bloody hand! Hence why there might be some small delay. So okay, so think I can take that one. Will my opponent keep the queens on? I think keeping the queens on with something like Queen F8 would be quite clever here, with this rook coming to E8. I mean, my queen comes to F2, so I think I've covered enough. And let's do this. Now I have to be careful. I can't go King F2 and Rook E1 because it's check. So we need to do a little bit of rerouting here, and I think getting rid of that strong bishop, or at least at some point stopping a knight coming into that square, looks correct. And let's now try to play this ending somehow. And I don't know who's better here, to be totally honest. I don't think I should be. I mean, I feel like I should be okay. That's a clever move. Stop me going B4. But maybe that is all. Any tactics? No. Now I don't want to move the knight here because at the moment that knight is stopping my enemy's knight coming into F4. I've got two plans. I can either slowly try to arrange B4, so B3, A4, A3, B4. If I go A3 straight away, my opponent plays A4 and locks down those pawns. So I think I will go for that. The other plan I was thinking is to go D6, but I'm kind of hoping that this will become a passed pawn. And if I play D6 straight away, my opponent will take it. So I want to go C5, then D6. That's the kind of thing I'm hoping for here. To get in, so we will try it, and then it gives me the option of taking with a pawn on D6 rather than my rook if I want to. I don't even know if that's the best thing to do. Well, let's improve my pieces. I think it's improving it. I don't know. Now, okay. Now D6 is very tempting, of course. I think it should be played, but I'm just wondering what I take with, because my pawn would now be quite well blockaded. So I think I'm going to take the rook, keep the open file, give me opportunities to attack over here. That's the one move I was slightly concerned about. But does my opponent have a good follow-up after this? I hope not. Okay, so things getting complex. Can I take on this square, for example? Well, we will see if we can do that. Looks like a good option. Time very low here. Oh, my bloody wrist. Sound like a right old codger, don't I? My opponent's having trouble with the internet, which is unfortunate for her, but fortunate for me. So, you know, it's a battle after all. Maybe I was a bit rude to my English opponent before, you know, but hey ho. Okay, this looks good for me. It looks very good. Now, with my pieces have found very good squares, and now that I've won that one, it's looking very nice. Let's just not blunder anything. Might as well centralize the king. And Barry is my friend. Barry is my friend. He's my best friend. Okay. Yeah, this is bad. So I'm getting a little bit nearer 2,500. I'm only a little bit away now from that mark. Well, I say a little bit. I'm still 18 points away, aren't I? My opponent wants to play another game, so we will play another one. Let's try Sicilian now. I think we're going to have to basically give up on the idea of playing this London system thing. I'll do another video separately. Maybe I'll do a proper video where I cover everything else I haven't really covered in the DVD in my videos. So, because a lot of people, you know, theory has developed. So things have changed since I last did a video. So I will certainly do that. Right. Okay. So I had this. You might have seen my video against Ramon Edward. From the 4NCL, where I got a winning position against him. This is on the archives if you want to have a look at that video. I then threw it away, and it was pretty much in this opening. Now, the general idea is here for me to go B5, which, can I play that now? I don't see any reason why not. And to attack over here, and my opponent to normally play this pawn up the board. Now, I'm gonna have to take with a pawn here, which is not ideal, because otherwise d6 would drop. So that was the move order trick behind my opponent's plan there. And I mean, okay, my pawns are now castling is a lot trickier, but my pawns can be quite a strength later on as well, if I can get them moving. And in an ending, this is kind of again the kind of thing I want to swap queens off in. As if I can swap queens off, then my pawn structure's very solid in the center. And actually, you know, it's quite double-edged because I've got double pawns, but it does give me the option of getting this guy rolling. So my opponent now aiming to take and then go knight here, I think is the plan. So, well, I just want to see what my opponent will take with, because if she takes the queen, I think I'm happy there. Because the danger is my king, so she's played a much better move there. I just wanted to give the option of going wrong. And now, this is why, you know, if your opponent's king is in more danger, then of course you try to keep the queens on the board. Total common sense. You don't want to swap queens off the board if your opponent's king is in trouble. And here my king, you know, I'm thinking I might have to castle this way, but there are certainly some problems involved with castling, and I'm going to try d5 here, but again I'm sort of maybe just about alright. Has my opponent blundered there? Have I missed something? Was there some tactic? I was thinking that she couldn't do this. What have I missed? I think she did blunder, and I blundered. Nice tactic there from my opponent, actually. Oh dear, half asleep. Well done. And I love that when someone says in the chat, owned. Yeah, cheers, Loner Druid, who beat me in a earlier thing. I mean, what I should have done there, to be honest, I mean, my position d5 is a little bit over the top, but is it so bad here if I go after queen takes? If I go queen takes here, this is not so bad, but it's pretty bad. Something like this happens, and you know, we get an ending where I'm a pawn down and a little bit worse. So that was a nice tactic. All credit, but it looks like I should want to play again. So I'm going to play until I lose one more game now. Pretty much the same rating I was at. So I've got a much higher rated player now, 2550. Let's see if I can get to this mark. And well, my rating is pretty much exactly the same, isn't it? I started, so we need to get a roll of wins going if I'm going to get to that score. And we will stick with my favourite London system for now, and get all my pieces into the game as per usual. Now, I know one idea here, which might have been quite a clever idea of my opponent, was to, okay, it doesn't matter, he hasn't played it, I'm not going to think about it now, was to play b6 and bishop a6. That's one advantage black can do in the London system, keeping the knight on b8, because we've seen time and time again. Did I just blunder a pawn there? God, what patter? That was bloody terrible. What's wrong with me? Oh, well, okay, this could be the last game. I wasn't even thinking there. Just had a bit of a mind blip, shall we say. Oh, that was fucking awful. Okay, anyway, it's only a pawn. I've done worse. Come back from worse. So, yeah, anyway, I was trying to explain something else and wasn't looking at the board. This is not good against someone, you should drop in pawns against someone who's got a decent rating. Well, I think I'm probably going to have to try castling queenside and to complicate, aren't I? But then this one comes, wow, let's go for it, because when you're a pawn down, the thing is, there's no point playing calm moves really, because you've got to complicate things when things are starting to go wrong. And if I take on d5, my opponent will take on g3, and then I at least get an open h-file. Might give me some hope if I can then get my pawn up here. So, okay, so now see this one. Now I was hoping I could either block it down, which I think I will. I don't think knight c4 is going to be right. I want to keep my queenside as blocked as possible. And now, if I can get my pawn to g5, there may be something here. I say with a lot of hope, you know, attached to it. This is my one plan, but I think it'd be easy if my opponent stopped that. But okay, this is not game over. F6, for example, and my knight's not doing anything, so I'm going to bring it around, and of course that move is going to put my king in danger. Yeah, I mean, my bishop is absolutely disgusting here. Okie doke. Well, I'll take the queens off. How bad is that? It's very bad with this pawn coming here, isn't it? Okay. That's the problem when you lose a pawn earlier on. And we now get to quite a, well, I say quite a bad ending, very bad ending. But we have to try. Opponent coming in with this rook check here, and I'm gonna have to stop that one. So another thing which you don't want to do in rook endings is make your rooks passive, and unfortunately my rooks are very passive here. But the real problem, of course, is if this pawn wasn't on the board, I might be alright, but as I lost a pawn earlier on through a little bit of should we say, I don't know, mind blip, this is now difficult. I can't move the rook here because I can't allow the rook into c2, so I hate defending passively, as you may have noticed in the past, and it's the kind of thing I'm forced to do here. I mean, I'm thinking, can I go a4 to at least do something over there? My opponent's spending a lot of time, I'm not sure why. My opponent's stopping that plan. So now, if my rook comes in, rook here will be played. Let's just try and keep my fortress-like position. If I get a rook to b3, a rook to a2, it's probably the best kind of fortress I can go for. So saying that, maybe my opponent should now consider rook to this square. Okay. Now, of course, these endings are bad, as we've discussed. But I'm going to have to exchange one pair of rooks off here. And this d pawn is so annoying. And also my g pawn is very weak. I need to stop the black king coming in, but this is bad. I'm trying to put my king passive here. My ideal structure is to get my rook to this square. So let's put it there. And I have to now see if my opponent can make any progress here. Probably my opponent could give up a pawn and just bring the king in here. But there's nothing I can do except for sit and wait and see if there's any way to make progress. Okay, so this move makes a lot of sense. And I'm going to have to put my king on h3 now. But the d pawn is so strong. Maybe a winner. Well, maybe a winner. It's a winner, isn't it? Frustrating day of chess. And now rook d4 means I have to take here. This is my last chance, but it's far too slow. So that one pawn is the one thing that's going to let me down here. Okay, we'll resign that one. There you go. Not a particularly great session there. And I didn't get my London system in, so my aim, but I'll try to get it in.